Hey, world. Being able to come back live in the garden, I'm not going to be on long, family. I know it's day before Thanksgiving. That's why the title says, and I think I'm buffering a little bit. So I'm still in Austin in my mom's crib. I think I'm buffering. Am I buffering, family? Wow. At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and try to get through it. Like I say, family, it's a little food for thought before Thanksgiving. Look out, nephew. I don't know what this buffering about. Look out, James. Yeah, I don't know what this buffering about. I think it's going to subside here shortly. I think the last live I did at my mom's crib, I buffered at the end, but I think it kind of actually got better, as the live kind of progressed throughout. I think I'm getting a little better now. So, family, thanks for joining me in the garden. Like I said, it's going to be a little food for thought. Like I said, make sure you hit the notification button, hit the like, share, and subscribe button, family. Really appreciate you guys joining me. And it's going to be a good time right now. Like I said, I was just a little cold and everything. You can say, like I said, they've been spraying those skies out there. And I just think it's quite interesting that these sicknesses that come across of us always happen at around the same time. You did? DG, what it do? What it do? Minnesota in the house. Always come around the same time. But I just want to talk about a couple of things, family, just to kind of give you an indication, because I've been talking lately about how, the stock market going to crash and how you need to be paying yourself first and get ready for the real Black Friday. Family, please have some discretion. I know Friday is going to be a tough day for a lot of you guys out there. Not the cats in the garden, but I know you're going to know a lot of people that this Friday coming around is going to be tempted. Don't do it, family. Pay yourself first. Save that change. Don't do it. Wait for the real Black Friday. Wait for the real Black Friday. You dig? But like I say, and the reason why I say that, just kind of give you some indications of how it's going to be when it crashes here in America. If you don't know what's going on, there she go. What's up, Deborah? If you don't know what's going on geopolitically, remember, guys, let's get outside this box. Find out what's going on across those waters, because it can kind of give you an indication of what's going to come over here. Okay, Hong Kong, the stock market in Hong Kong just dropped 78%. I mean, think about that. So if you're in Hong Kong right now, Hong Kong citizen, and if you haven't been paying attention, Hong Kong they've been protesting for a while now. And if you don't have a history about Hong Kong, remember, England used to control Hong Kong for many years. And then they kind of gave it to China. Well, giving it to China meant that Hong Kong would have to give up a lot of their, what they call, democratic rights. Because remember, China is a communist country, and Hong Kong is pretty much democratic. And so there's a lot of rift, a lot of tension right there. And that's why the protests in Hong Kong have been going on, because of what they call violations of human rights, freedom of speech, and so forth. But in the midst of all of that, Hong Kong, which is one of the wealthiest and healthiest countries in the world, their stock market crashed 78%. Imagine if you was in Hong Kong, a Hong Kong citizen right now, and you had paid yourself first for a while. Ain't that? What's up, Pumpkin? That's my little sister in the garden. Imagine if you was in Hong Kong right now, and you had some change. You have been paying yourself first. Imagine the wealth you're going to be able to attain with that market already 78% down in the dumps. And you've been paying yourself first. And you go and get all those stocks, all those good dividend stocks and equities or real estate or whatever. It's the same thing going to happen over here, family. It's a prelude to a kiss. You dig? And I say that to say this. I was kind of doing some research and whatnot, and I kind of mentioned this in a earlier video about how the United States, if you didn't know, went bankrupt in 1933. And I don't know if you guys know about what bankruptcy is, but a bankruptcy is basically when you say, I don't have enough money to pay all my bills on time. Or I don't have enough money to pay my bills. And you actually have to file either Chapter 7, Chapter 11, or Chapter 13. Well, the United States has been bankrupt since 1933. And you probably think like, well, if we bankrupt, why haven't I felt it? Well, you have felt it. You think it's an accident you have to work? You can't not work and not eat and eat rather. You have to work. And you think it's an accident that a majority of the countries or the majority of the companies that you work for are foreign countries? Who you think the United States is bankrupt to? Not to the United States government. They bankrupt to the other countries. And since we have the most powerful military in the world, and we're able to just print money through the Federal Reserve, then we can sustain. I mean, this is what they call information hidden in plain sight. They tell you that we have a $21 trillion deficit. Think about that. $21 trillion? And most of all these companies in America are foreign companies. Think about who you work for. Do your research and find out if that company is actually an American company or have a foreign country bought it out, like GE, like Burger King, okay? Like Toyota. I mean, look at Toyota, Honda. Look at the cars on the road. I mean, it's really easy if you think about it. If you kind of just think about it consciously. I mean, there aren't a lot of American companies that people work for. So we basically still in what they call a bankrupt situation. Do your research, family. And that's why I say don't just be an employee, because if you just want to be an employee, Social Security is about $1,500 a month. You think you can survive off of that? And it's not an accident. You cannot contribute more to Social Security if you wanted to. You tapped out at like 6.5% or 7%. That's it. So in 30, 40 years, when you retire, that's all the money you're able to put in Social Security. And think about the salary. I did a video not too long ago about how, yes, people are working, but are they livable wages? And I don't want to come and be, a sourpuss the day before Thanksgiving. I don't know how many of you guys are feeling that holiday, but I think it's a day to be thankful, yes, but I think it's also the day to stay conscious. You did? More like 75 trillion. No doubt, because remember, my kids' will be paying this debt back. So that's what I'm saying. You might as well, if you know it's going to happen, pay yourself first and invest, because you're never going to get wealthy by just working. Invest. And when the real Black Friday come, baby, you'll be in a great situation. Okay. Like I say, if you're just joining me, family, Hong Kong stock market dropped 78% today. Imagine if you was a Hong Kong citizen and you've been paying yourself first. It's the same thing that's going to happen over here, because, like I say, I did a video about the negative interest rates. Well, right now, the United States are like, the discount rate is like 1.25 or 1.150. You can't go no lower than that. And so the only people getting rich off these low interest rates are corporations. And eventually this bubble that is the stock market is going to crash. Family, right now, the rates are the lowest it's ever been. People not buying houses or not getting mortgages. Why? Because debt is so high. So imagine this Friday, the debt that's going to be accumulated. Because, family, let me tell you something. If you understand this economy, our economy is built on what they call gross domestic product, GDP. And so the higher your GDP, that's more indicative of a good economy. Your economy cannot be based solely on consumer spending, especially when 78% of the United States citizens or American citizens can't afford $1,000 emergency. So what are they spending? Spending credit. You did? So this is a big bubble, family. The stock market is a bubble. These interest rates are so low. Don't be fooled by these high stock prices. I'm in the stock market, but I'm in certain sectors. I'm not in the blue chippers. I'm not in the S&P 500 because right now, when Trump says that the stock market is at its all-time high, what that tells you that it can't go no, it can't go no higher. And if it does go higher, and if you understand that yes, it's going higher because, and this is the secret, the only reason the stock market is going high, family, is because these low interest rates allow companies to get loans, which we can't get. But when they get those loans, what do they do with the loans? They buy back their own stock and they push up their stock prices. And so now, if you're not conscious of that, what are you going to do? You're going to go invest your money in these stocks because you think, oh man, they're going up. It's fraud. You did? Damon, what's up? What's up? Jamie, what it do? What it do? Thank you, brother. Okay. So, like I said, family, like I said, we are this nation, this capitalistic nation that we have. There are great opportunities to gain wealth, but you have to understand how to gain it. You're not going to gain it by just being an employee. You will gain it by trying to uh, reinvent yourself, come up with other passive ways of income. I mean, guys, we have those ride shares. You got Lyft, you got Uber. Okay, whatever it is you think you can do to gain passive income to put away towards your investments in the future is going to help you tremendously because I promise you, price is going to go up every year. Dig? And when I say every year, this is not a speculation. This Federal Reserve wants inflation to be 2% every year. If you look at your bank accounts and you look at your savings account and see how much the banks are giving you, they're probably only giving you, on average, 0.1%, 0.10%, which is 10 cents on the dollar. That ain't no money, especially when you know inflation is almost 2%. So you know at the end of the year, your money is losing money if you just have it in a bank account that's sitting there on it, only drawing what 10 cents on the dollar. Okay. So, like I say, yeah, that's my little sister right there, family. That's my baby sister right there, Shalonda Willie. That's Pumpkin right there in the garden with Big Brother. You did? So, like I said, fam, I'm not gonna be on here long. I just want to kind of give you a little food for thought before Thanksgiving. Remember, pay yourself first. Like I say, Hong Kong, the economy just crashed 78%. Why? Because the interest rates were so low. That's just pretty much a prelude to what's going to happen in the United States. So pay yourself first. Get ready to get these dividend stocks. Get ready to invest in these REITs, which are real estate investment trusts, and real estate. All right. I would stay away from gold because, like I say, gold is something that I've never been an advocate of. Gold certificates, gold stocks, yes, but buying gold itself, no. And remember, fam, this is for entertainment purposes only. I would never buy gold because I can't go to HEB, I can't go to Walmart, I can't go to the mall and buy something with a gold block or buy something with an ounce of gold. Okay, so to each his own on that. All right. All right, family. I'm going to get on that. I just want to come back with a little food for thought. I hope everybody have a great, great Thanksgiving. Make sure you, when you're eating that food, watch what you eat. All right, and keep yourself healthy. Family. In the meantime, between time, may the Most High inside to bring you joy and being with His 95,000.